Okay, so here again, we're at the barn. We've fought off a few of Lucas's attempts to kill us, and getting over his like sick fascination of being sort of modern day psycho killer with a nice Saw-like twist. And yeah, we're carrying on to stop him and doing whatever he's doing. Get what looked like on that video. I believe it was the D series head, although it was actually like a fetus thing wrapped up with twine or whatever. So it looked like the whole body of the thing very shrunken down. But that's the D series head. But before we do any of that, we have a tape to watch. And this tape, well, as you're about to see, is the cameraman that was part of the camera crew. If you watched the first episode or know this game, was a member of the camera crew from the first video of the game that explored the haunted house, or as we know it now, the guest house. This is the guy you played as, the cameraman Clancy Jarvis. And poor old Clancy, he's a fan favourite, and unfortunately this happy birthday tape is the end of his story.
You, my friend, you are one lucky son of a bitch. You know, I actually envy you. What? You don't believe me? This short? Well, you can't fake this. It has taken me weeks to finish this, and it is finally ready. And it's all for you. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. It's gonna be fun. Just you wait.
So yeah, Lucas has got Clancy locked up here. We know what this room is. We were on the other side of this door. Tried to put in the code earlier. Again, this is to show us how to do a particular puzzle. Yeah, poor Clancy. He's featured, because he's a fan favourite character, he is featured in all three of the first DLCs to this game. Mini games, really, to show his story. And it's a shame because this, in chronological time, this is the end of his story. He must have also, since watching this tape, he must have a GoPro strapped to the front of his fucking head. Probably by Lucas, or maybe screwed into the front of his head, who knows. Because we found this tape in Lucas's old room, and it must be part of his torture porn collection. So anyway, we'll get in. We'll get through it. So this thing is fucking horrific. Out of all the things we've seen, it's probably one of the scarier things in the game. Alright, so take this candle so we can see our way around. Alright, so lovely. So we'll whiz through this fairly quickly. Obviously, I know what to do. So go through here. Candle gets put out. Here we go.
I'm calling the game. I'd really like to make it out of this room alive and not die a horrible, painful death. I know. It's a temp title. Take a candle, light it, and put it on the cake. And remember to smile. This party is for you.
Okay. Well said, Clancy. Well said. Yeah, I know. Can't light that up. So, just get my bearings. Got to remember exactly how this goes. Right, first things first. Oh, yeah. Oh, fantastic. So we need that.
Disgusting.
So we have the dirty telescope. Yeah, select the telescope. And we use a telescope. Stop using it for a bit because I need to be in line. Okay. And we walk through this, and that washes it off. Fantastic. The telescope's got a polarized lens, as stated at the bottom there. Telescope, it seems to be fitted with a polarizing filter. And those monitors are polarizing. They have an image behind them. So, yeah. And the image is something on a hangman's noose, a raven or crow on a gravestone, and a fetus. It also looks like it's an image of the Baker family, the fucked up clown thing, from some time ago. It could be wrong, could be another family. It looks Baker-ish. So yeah, hangman's noose, grave, and fetus. And they go to this box, and we do that. Noose, grave, fetus. Bingo. So, straw doll says you on it, on the head. And you come through here. This bit I particularly like. Nice little ish death / Grim Reaper motif. Nothing I can use on here yet, but that is gas is coming out. That fucked me up at first, because when I first came in here I thought, well, especially when I still had the candle alight to begin with, I was like, if I go near that, I'm going to die, it's going to blow me up. Apparently that's not a thing. Not yet anyway, so go to here. Light myself on fire, the effigy of me. And that's actually a bit of a epic foreshadowing to what is to come. So yeah, we got dummy finger. So give that back to its hand. Onwards we go. So yeah, light our candle back up. Mosey along over here. Here. That's where we need to go. So, burn the rope off. Door. That bit would have been easy enough for anyone to figure out. Open this up. Party balloons. It's my birthday. Down here. Yellow, very specific yellow balloon. Okay, go to this door. It would be difficult to open without the password. Of course, we don't have that. So going back, we have the yellow balloon. The yellow balloon goes on the gas filter. As you can see, that looks fucking spiky. Because it is. Fucking big old nails. As if you'd actually just stand there where you see that fill up. You'd get the fuck out once you realise it's spiky. And we have a quill. So moseying on back over. Place the quill in its hand. Go back through here. Yeah, probably we should have done this bit first. Doesn't matter, it's not going to cause any damage if you have to relight the candle. Hold this down and unwind this key. So you need this for the dummy, obviously. Oh, of course. What is this? It won't stop coming out. A nice thick black liquid. Yeah. So we'll just relight this because we are going to need it. To be fair, that's going to get put out again. I was just thinking ahead. So the key, wind it into that, like so. Beautiful. All of the pain. Fucking savage. It's L1 to check your arm. That's like a key feature. We see the code on there. It's loser. There's Lucas's creative saw, jigsaw-esque fucking way to give you a code, I guess. And we're in. So, this is what we need. Valve handle. And of course, this is how we like the birthday cake. Because we put this, the candle goes out again, that's what I was saying. On here, we turn off the sprinkler. Nice hole in the hand there. And therefore we can now light the birthday cake. And clearly we are being watched, because why at that time we light the candle would the lights go off? And that music kick in. Clancy knows, obviously, he's freaking out. And of course we could hear the ticking, it explodes in our face, which wouldn't usually be a problem. Clancy could survive this. However, the barrel we opened was spilling oil onto the floor. Oil catches fire. So this is a nasty way to go. And yes, of course, a false door. The wall will shut behind us. So we'll try and turn the sprinkler back on. And of course, not sure how Lucas managed to set that up, if that's possible at all, but we can turn it back on. So poor Clancy. This is where his journey ends. Burnt alive by that sick fuck Lucas.
Happy birthday!
So yeah, we have to, especially the first time you play it, it's not obviously necessary to watch it every other time, but it shows us a way for us to do the puzzle without, because we're going to end up there. We're going to take on Lucas's sick game ourselves. That shows us a way to do it without having to be burnt alive, because of certain things we now know. There's certain things we can do to avoid that happening. So anyway, yeah, and I thought I'd put it in because poor Clancy, like, he's the sacrifice that shouldn't have had to happen. So, you know, so we came from down there, we killed those molded, and yeah, move on around the barn, trying to find a way to get the code to actually get into Lucas's game. I actually shouldn't have done that. I totally forgot that, of course, shit is still booby trapped, so twat. Good thing that wasn't. Take the flamer out. I think there's another crate over here somewhere, maybe? Yeah, there is. Okay, it wasn't booby trapped either, but never be too careful. Not around Lucas's shit, anyway. So we have to drop down. Can't get down for this rustic ass looking elevator. So we'll have a little look. Okay. Handgun bullets. When I first done this, I thought that was a trip mine. It's not. It's just an engine motor running to that elevator. But you'd be. It's understandable if you'd think that. After everything you've seen, got plenty of room, so pick up the herb. Lots of dead animal carcasses, as you'd expect. We've seen them all so far in the game. Shotgun shells, always good. Nothing in that one, just blatant trap. Right, so when we were down on that lower level just there, we saw a device that had 3 out of 4 car-like batteries put into it. So we're going to put the 4th one in. We're going to get our handgun out. We're going to switch to enhanced handgun ammo. Because we're ready for a mini boss fight. Go put the battery in. This will activate the elevator behind us. Back up as much as I could. You don't take any damage from that, I don't think, though. This is Lucas's sick game, so... But I'm going to take pot shots before that begins. Luckily, this thing cannot get you through here to begin with. So I'm going to take as much of an advantage as I can. Because this thing fucking pukes and all sorts of shit at you.
Fuck you too.
Oh shit. Luckily, even though that comes through the scenery, it doesn't count with collision detection because there is a wall in its way. Reload. Oh, back up. So yeah, it comes through, but collision detection, that is counted as a permanent wall. It can't hit you. And there goes its head. Nice and easy. It is easy mode. Oh yeah, don't stand near them when they're done. They explode. That was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? But yeah. Cheesed that one anyway. Shot him so many times when he came through. In that whole shooting when he comes through on Madhouse, if I remember rightly, there's actually 2 of them on Madhouse. Could be wrong, could be just one really hard one, can't remember. But yeah, pretty much needed to cheese that on Madhouse. Nothing else here, just got to get in this elevator. So making our way for the barn, we're about, hopefully, well I know, again, don't know why I say hopefully, we are about to get the code to the game. You would be right in mistaking that for a molded, it isn't. Obviously after all these traps and games and stupid shit, I was obviously very much slower at taking my time making sure there was no traps and everything around. Get to this bit. Here is our code. 1408. And the words "you're next." And that's when we come to the realization that this charred corpse is our friend, Clancy Jarvis. This is where he ended up. Poor fucker, burnt alive. Rest in peace, Clancy. We hit this button. And come down these stairs. And if you remember from earlier, this is part of that. So we're back to the game. So we have our code 1408. That code, as far as I know, is always the same on a new game playthrough. However, not necessarily the same on multiple game playthroughs. If you like carry it over, I can't remember if there's a new. I think there's a new game plus because you can't just type it in when you first get here. It won't allow it. Another thing is, try going into this with weapons.
No, buddy, this is a test of skills, so no cheating. That shit you're carrying, get rid of it.
Not allowed to take them with you. In fact, you're not allowed to take anything with you. That door will not open. Lucas will not allow it until you are naked. I could grab him again now, but that door will auto close again. So, here we go.
Have a nice day.
Fuck you, you creepy looking shit. So, here we go. Now, this time, much easier. Still have to go in here, have the candle go out. Listen to Lucas ramble on.
All right, what do you say we play a little game? All you gotta do is light the candle and put it on the cake.
Kiss my ass.
Ethan, language. There are children in the building. Somewhere. I think. I'm not sure anymore.
Children in the building, he's not sure anymore. The effects of, or something to do with Evelyn, no doubt. She hasn't been mentioned thus much in the game. Had a picture, she's been mentioned a few times. We think we saw her in Mia's tape. That strange young girl giggled. It was like, hello, mommy. And then when you looked back, she wasn't there. And mentioned in a few documents. We found a random boot at one point, had her name on it. Other than that, not a lot. Just beyond this point, she will be mentioned and referred to a lot more, probably in the game and so on. But anyway, we're doing this now. Right. A few things here to mention. A few key noticeable differences. Well, one specifically. Didn't notice this hatch before, but it's here now. That may have been there before. I can't remember in the video. This is different. I'm taking this off now. The reason will become clear very shortly. Secondly, this time we are not going to use the clown at all. We know the password. It is loser. We know how to get through the door. Clancy, unfortunately, had to sacrifice his life for this because he didn't know and he had no one else to rely on. But we've seen the tape. So one thing we're not going to do is the key to not burning to death out of everything is not unwinding the key from this barrel, because then oil spills out all over the floor. So when this shit blows up, flames catch, boom, the whole room's alight. That ain't happening again. I go back through here. Start this up. Takes a little bit longer this time. Yeah, that took off my eyebrows, fucker. Light our candle back up. Over here, don't need the polarizing lens or any of that shit. Burn this off. Not going to pick up the balloon because we don't need to deal with the clown at all. We know the code. It's a bit of an arse that you have to play through this section twice, but it's not long enough to be repetitively boring. Take what we need. Fuck back through. Candle gets put out again. Put that on. As you can see on my left hand as well, all the scars and damage from blocking that Ethan's taken, mortally wounding. I can't see it, it's blurry when it's up close. You can only see it in certain bits when he places his hand on certain things. No, that's too shady there. But it remains each just weird thing they done in the game. Each scarring on the hand for each playthrough is completely different. Very odd little thing. Anyway, I ramble. Light this back up. Spoopy music. Everything goes dark. This shit again. You can hear the ticking, Ethan. Back the fuck up. You saw what happened before. But no, still take a shot to the face. 'Cause why not?
Motherfucker! You're supposed to die!
So Lucas ain't happy, so he drops this 20-second fucking stick of dynamite down here. Several sticks. That's why I opened this. Because we are not dealing with that. We're throwing that shit in there. And I'm running the hell back. Plus, this didn't jam because... for whatever reason. So we wait for that to do what it needs to do. There we go.
That was supposed to be for you, goddammit!
Right. So you literally throw your toys out the pram because your ingenious idea was fucking retarded. It's supposed to be for you. Well, it didn't work. Fuck you. So Lucas was watching us from in here because that chair, he's literally just fucking legged it out here. Could chase him down, but we have important business here. Look at this.
Mia? Mia! Mia!
She's alive.
Who are you? Where are you?
We're just beyond the pier, outside that room. Hurry!
Well now, Ethan,
The fuck do you want?
you? Dead? Guess that's not in the cards. Not yet.
Lucky me. Look, unless you have any more surprises up your sleeve, I suggest you...
Now that would be telling, Ethan. And I don't do spoilers.
Dick.
Literally expected that TV to blow up in my face. Right, so we're beating Lucas's game. And this is the D-Series head. So we have both the D-Series arm and hand. That's good. The chest is here, save point is here. So yeah. It's the next part of Resident Evil. Next we're going to go see if we can free the girls and get a serum made up. So yeah. Shorter episode, but that's done. So yeah. Catch you in the next one in a bit.